Kathy. Welcome to my kitchen. And today I'm going to show you how easy it is to use this meal solution from Epicure. I love our Southern Baked chicken. It is gluten-free, 100%, which is great. It's nut-free. Beautiful, beautiful, fragrant. Okay, let's get started. The first thing I did was I'm using today 3 chicken breasts. You can use 3 or 4 depending on how many people you're feeding. And I've just cut them in strips. They're just in long strips. I just cut them lengthwise. And I just put them in a plastic bag. Now all I'm going to do is take my beautiful seasoning and I'm going to mix it in that bag and coat these strips nicely. Now you can add a little bit of oil. I'm going to check first and see how well it sticks, and then I'll just add a little bit of oil if I feel I need to. But it's the simplest way. It's almost like your old shake and bake, but it's healthy for you. There's no junk in it, and that it's got all pure food ingredients. Psyllium husk, which is high in fibers. It has your omega-3s in it. It's a great way to get some extra omega-3s and extra fiber in your diet. They're looking good. And I don't think I'm going to need any oil at all because they coat it quite nicely. So I'm quite happy about that. So I'm going to show you something brand spanking new from Epicure. Usually I would just put my chicken strips in my sheet pan, and my sheet pan of course has my silicone, which is oven safe silicone, so it can go up to in the oven up to 450 degrees. But we have these brand new, they're cooling racks is what they're meant for. It's when you bring out your cakes, floppy cakes on top, your cookies and that, but everybody's using them for cooking. And the idea then is to crisp up. We used to have that crisper that had the holes in the bottom, and the number one complaint we used to get was that, oh, but the stuff goes down into my oven. Not now. Anything that drips down is going to go into my pan, and I just easily take out that silicone mat and wash it. So let's try out this new beauty. We're going to put our strips on. Oh, they smell good. So that's one of my smaller ones, but you can see I've got all different sized ones here. And we're just going to lay them all out. They look good. It's nice to change things up, have different meals. We haven't had chicken fingers for a while, so I thought that's a good one to try. We do lots of stir fries here, but I thought now that it's fall, you put the oven back on and you get back in the kitchen and using the oven more. So sheet pan dinners are a great alternative. Them in. So it all depends on the size of your chicken, how long you're going to cook it. On the packaging it tells you if you're doing the chicken, usually want it to cook at 375, so I have my oven at 375, for at least 15 minutes, possibly up to 25. So I'm going to start it at 15 minutes. And take a look and see what they look like. Now, if you were doing a smaller batch, we have you covered. Remember, we had the quarter sheet pans, and they have the silicone coating mats inside. So you can do the same thing if you want a smaller batch, just use one of the smaller sheet pans. Next thing we need to talk about is what are you going to dip your chicken into? So I'm doing one of my favorites, and it is the teriyaki sauce. Start with 2 tablespoons of our beautiful red pepper jelly. It is a must and a staple in this house. I'm going to use the teriyaki sauce. I'm going to give it 2 tablespoons. Very nice. Oh, smells good. Then 2 tablespoons of my beautiful soya sauce. It is gluten-free. I've checked that out, so that's a nice thing. because believe it or not, for anybody that doesn't have to worry about it, it's very hard to find a gluten-free soya sauce, a gluten-free teriyaki sauce, gluten-free, a lot of those various fancy sauces. Lots of sauces, believe it or not. You find gluten in a lot of them. And then the last little ingredient is a little bit of oil, and it's just 1 tablespoon of it. And that is to emulsify it and thin it out a little. I'm getting every last bit of the oil in. A nice spoon, I'll just set it aside. I'm just going to stir this, and it's going to sit while we wait for our chicken to finish cooking. And it is going to be a great dipping sauce. Like I said, it's one of our favorites. Look at that. Look at the sesame seeds and things in it. It looks really good. Yummy. Okay, so we'll be back when my chicken fingers are cooked. All right, they are done. They look beautiful. They are crispy and juicy. I can't wait to serve them up for lunch. Once again, that was our Southern Baked chicken strips. So easy to make. It was just a matter of coating the chicken and putting them in the oven. And our new little racks, cooling racks, they worked perfectly. Let the things drip off. All the drippings from the chicken have dripped off, and my pans are completely almost clean. So I'll see you next time when I make another meal. Thank you.